No problem at all. Gentleman yields. The chair will recognize itself for 5 minutes of questioning. First of all, I want to thank the witnesses for being here, not just for your time and expertise, but for the sacrifices you all made to be here with us, and that doesn't go unnoticed, and it's very appreciated. Many communities in my district still lack adequate drinking water infrastructure, and with the Ohio River running right along my district, looking forward to reauthorizing WRDA this Congress. For removing regulatory barriers to investing in water infrastructure, there's a lot of work to be done, which could benefit Southern Ohio. Mr. Jones, I'll turn to you first. We've seen that public-private partnerships have historically led to both faster project delivery and lower costs for taxpayers. The Army Corps has seen those same benefits with projects during a pilot program that specializes in public-private partnerships. Through just 4 projects, the pilot program saved over $500 million and more than 23 years of time. So, Mr. Jones, if this program were to be reauthorized in the upcoming WRDA, how could Congress improve these public-private partnerships to further save taxpayer dollars and deliver these projects in a more timely fashion?
Yeah, thank you for the question, Congressman. As you alluded to, talked about the use of P3s in the water resources space. Critically important tool in the toolbox. I would encourage us to use it as much as possible as the subcommittee in Congress looks to move to the next reauthorization of WRDA. I would encourage you to expand that authority. There's been pilot projects and projects that you alluded to that have been very successfully executed. Again, this is not a silver bullet. It's not made for every project, but for those projects that do have the ability to generate revenue in order to and use that revenue to accelerate construction, we should be looking for that opportunity. We see this across the economy, whether it's in transportation or in private commercial construction, and now with the development of AI and data centers and alike, and water resources shouldn't be any different. There's opportunities to leverage the private sector and private capital to accelerate construction. Again, saving time and ultimately saving money, it seems like a no-brainer to do so.
Thank you. In 2016, the Army Corps conducted a risk assessment of the Portsmouth-New Boston levee system, in which the evaluation identified the levee to be at high risk. Behind the levee, there are 11,000 of my constituents and 26 critical structures that serve the needs of the community. While I'm grateful that funding was obtained in 2022, high-risk infrastructure should not be forgotten in areas prone to flooding, especially along the Ohio River. I was dismayed to hear in your testimony, Ms. Uffner, that this instance is not uncommon, that the rehabilitation and inspection program is not being used properly to provide repairs for flood-damaged levees, but rather more prospective planning and compliance framework. Ms. Uffner, in the upcoming WRDA reauthorization, how can Congress reform this program so that levees can be repaired before a major flooding event occurs?
Thank you for your question. You know, at the bottom line, I think communication that really needs to occur to find out what the specific problem is with the levees. And I will tell you, all of our non-federal sponsors are telling us different challenges within the districts that they may have. There is a huge concern with the permitting and the unfunded mandates and the new requirements, and there seems to be sometimes shifting of responsibilities that haven't been there before, and so it's just making it clear that the responsibilities under the statutory language are correct.
Okay, thank you. So in a situation like this one where it's deemed to be at very high risk in 2016 and it's not funded till 2022, you put that up to more of a permitting delay problem than a communication problem?
I'm sorry, I missed part of the question.
Oh, that's okay. In this situation we're talking about, it was a project that was recognized as high risk 6 years before it was funded. So would you say that's more of a failure of the permitting process than of a lapse in communication?
Well, if it's a funded issue, it's tied to the whole appropriations, correct? So there's a delay between the authorization and appropriations, and that is an ongoing issue, and that's by the nature of the beast of how WRDA works in one committee and appropriations in another. And to your point, if it's a high hazard, communicating it to the Appropriations Committee and then assessing what the priorities are.
Okay, thank you. I've used up my time. I'm going to behave since I let everybody else have extra. Mr. Figures here. The chair recognizes Representative Figures for 5 minutes.
Thank you.